So my project is hurricanes, and during this unit I thought that I could show the stages of a hurricane. I was interested in doing hurricanes because I lived 7 years in Florida, and I never knew what a hurricane was made or whatever. And yeah, so here this is the first stage, and I have just a little experiment. And here's the hot water, and here's cold water. And when I put the glass bottle into the hot water, the balloon will rise. And let's see if it works. This might take a while. It's kind of filling up slowly. Yes, very slowly apparently. Well, yeah, it's filling up as you see. Let's just try to make it a little faster. It's not wanting to go fast. Stubborn thing. Oh. Okay, so while it's filling up, I'll just explain to you why it's filling up. So there's heat molecules in the water, and when it's here's an example of why they fill up the balloon. When it's hot out, you don't want to be bunched up with your friends, and yeah, but when it's cold out, you do. So when it's in the hot water, they're jumping and running, right? And that's what makes the balloon fill up a little bit. Well, yeah, it's not really filling up that much now, but this worked when I did it at home. And we'll just leave it like that, it's filled a little bit. And when I put it in the cold water, it will dissolve, because now the molecules, when it's cold, they bunch up. And yeah, and it's like when it's a cold day out, you have a sweater and stuff, and the balloon is dissolved. Yeah. Okay. Now this is my second stage. I don't know why, but here there's just in the second stage of a hurricane, there's clouds out, and yeah, and the water vapor is rising above the sea surface, and it rises only over warm water. It has to be 80 degrees Fahrenheit or warmer, and yeah, and this is just a picture or whatever of how it shows that a hurricane is forming, and it depends where the hurricane is and to which way it turns. So if it's in the northern hemisphere, it turns clockwise, and if it's in the southern hemisphere, it turns counterclockwise. So this is stage 3. It's the eye when it's already formed. Not a great picture, but yeah. Inside the eye, over here, there's an eye wall around it. That's the black stuff. And the blue stuff on the tissue is rain bands. That's what causes the rain. And it moves, the wind blows it away into land, and that's where the hurricane is made. Okay. So this is stage 4, Right, yeah, stage 4, and this is how it kind of ends. Once the hurricane is formed, at the end, when it moves onto colder water, it, as if, you could think of it like the clouds, they don't want to be together anymore, so they just push each other outwards. And that's how a hurricane ends. And yeah, and now Pete doesn't have a little thing for this, but these are just facts. This was my letter to the expert, and here's did you know a hurricane is a Caribbean word for evil spirit and big wind? Did you know that a hurricane in the southern hemisphere turns counterclockwise and in the northern hemisphere turns clockwise? And did you know that Hurricane Andrew left 205,000 people homeless? And did you know the eye of the hurricane is the calmest place? Everyone knew that, I'm guessing? Yeah. And yes. Leah?
Do you know why hurricanes have all different letters, like Hurricane Andrew and Hurricane Christian and
Hurricane
Katrina?
Well, because the scientists, they name the hurricanes from alphabetical order. And if it was a bad one, like Hurricane Katrina and Hurricane Andrew, they won't ever use that name again. But maybe every 5 years, they use the same names again. Doya?
Can you read the letter to us?
Yeah. Okay, but I'm going to have to turn it this way because I'm not such a good backwards reader. I emailed Metro Swiss, and they gave me a couple of websites, and this is what I wrote to them. Dear Mr. Swiss, I'm a 4th grade student researching weather. We picked the topic of our choice, and mine was hurricanes. I'm in need of some information. How do you measure hurricanes? Sincerely, IF.